The scorpion gonna sting you. It might take 2 days for you to die. You're gonna die a terrible death. The venom's gonna go inside your body. Then you don't know when it's gonna sting you. You holding it, and it take its time, but then eventually it finally stings you. Then it's a slow and painful, agonizing death. That is what it's like living with a contentious woman.
Well, ain't no way. Boy.
You do not want that at home. You do not want that at home. And you sisters do not want to be that. You do not want to be the slow kill for your husband.
Right.
So many times, brothers and sisters, you end up doing these backdoor marriages, and that's how you brothers end up with the Jezebel at the house. Because she know you don't have any dignity or any spirit to honor the word of God. So why would she honor you? You will go behind the backs of leadership and try to sneak and do your own thing. So why should she follow you? That's how a lot of times brothers end up with the Jezebel spirit. And I will be fine. I will go to my grave and never have sex again than to be trapped with a wicked woman who don't want to keep God laws. Y'all understand that?
Yeah.
You can't be moved by sex and moved by vagina, brothers. Y'all understand it? If she don't want to keep God laws, she don't want to obey, she want to have a Jezebel spirit, you got to be in the spirit of David. All right. How y'all brothers doing? Y'all all right? How y'all sisters doing? Y'all all right? We gonna find out. Am I in the center? Center, that's better. All right. Let's pull up the thumbnail. All right. There we go. Today's class is entitled Jezebel and her simp Ahab husband. All right. Today's going to be an interesting class. Today's class is about the sisters, but it is for the brothers. Y'all understand that? It is about the sisters, but it is for the brothers. How many of y'all brothers in here married? Okay. How many of y'all brothers in here single and or proving?
Come on.
Single and or proving. Let me see. Okay, so we got some single brothers in the house. Let me see those married hands again. So we got a lot of married brothers. So this class is designed as a wake-up call for the married brothers and a warning for the single brothers. All right? So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start with the definition of a Jezebel. I got that image. What is a Jezebel? By the way, I got my reader. Who's my reader?
Officer Ira.
Officer Ira, he down there reading. And, of course, I got the 50s here up here who going to shed light whenever they feel welcome to. They are welcome to. So let's get straight into it. Let me pull up that image there. What is a Jezebel? Goodness gracious, I hope this is not going to have an odd class with IT in the slow motion. Okay, what is a Jezebel? Officer Ira?
What is a Jezebel? Jezebel refers to a wicked Phoenician queen from the Bible, wife of King Ahab, known for promoting Baal worship, persecuting prophets, and her violent end, which led to the term Jezebel, meaning a shameless, immoral, or manipulative woman, often associated with seduction, idolatry, and rebellion.
So, hold on. That was some heavy stuff right there. It says she is a shameless, immoral, manipulative woman, often associated with seduction, idolatry, and rebellion. But finish that out. Keep reading.
Though modern interpretations also see her as a powerful, misunderstood figure.
Now, that's modern interpretations. They want you to feel sorry for her. She's misunderstood. But read on.
In some Christian circles, a Jezebel spirit describes a controlling, deceitful influence but the name itself can also mean Baal, exalts, or unmarried.
So the word itself means Baal exalts. That's what Jezebel means. Jezebel. Baal. Meaning a word, she exalts Baal. In this case, the white man. So she exalts the white man, and she uses the white man and his Christianity as a weapon in your house. In your house. This is the Jezebel. So now, you can take that off the screen for now. We may come back to it. But so now, a Jezebel is a spirit that brothers, you single brothers, you got to be on high alert on looking for a wife. Because Jezebels, every woman that come in here is not a godly woman, unfortunately. Right. You know? A lot of times when they see brothers going out the street mighty, deep, they hear, take care of our wives and our children too. The Jezebel, her mind said, oh, they got to take care of me. And they come in here with that spirit. So you have to be very, very mindful of that. So let's pull up the first image. Now, this relationship that we're going to go through a practical relationship. Now, this relationship is the combinations of multiple marriages that I've sat through in my short tenure here at IUIC, counsel with. So this is not anyone in particular. So that means after class, don't come up asking me, would you talk about me off the Samson? No, shut the hell up. No, I'm not talking about you. This is, pull up. God damn. Pull them up. Pull up the image. All right, we're going to call them, what should we call them? Brother, that's too Ezekiel. That might be somebody in here. They might, you know, that's brother John and sister Tanika. What you said? Keisha. All right, that's John and sister Keisha right there. Goodness gracious. They blew up. Okay, that's John and sister Keisha here. All right, so John and sister Keisha, they are proving, you know. Now I want y'all to know and look at how John is so happy and bubbly, and look at sister Keisha. Look how she looking at him. God, and I just noticed that's the Detroit skyline too. So that means they must be in Canada. They from Canada. All right. Now, it got to be from Canada, yeah. So, now notice, a Jezebel spirit usually believes they are smarter than their husband and that they are better than their husband. So, brothers, when you're in the proving process, it is pivotal. Could you put it picture in picture when we got these up right there? It is pivotal for you to find you a sister who loves you more than you love her. Y'all understand that? Because this is ultimately as our job is to worship who? Christ, right? Let's get that in order. 1 Corinthians 11. 1 Corinthians 11. 1 Corinthians 11. And I will be looking over to that side of the room just to see who making faces.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Our head is Christ. We are created to serve Christ. The woman is created to serve who? What the hell was that? The woman is created to serve who? Only the brothers understand who the women created to serve? The woman is created to serve who? Okay, the woman is created to serve the man. But a lot of times, what we see when a woman has the Jezebel spirit, they want their man to serve them. That comes with the Jezebel spirit. Let's go to the next image. Come on. So they in the proving process, and she like this dumb nigga. Look at him. I hate his smile. I hate his hairline. I hate his black gums. You know, that's mentally what she thinking. But this is how she gonna appear herself. Go to the next one. This is how she gonna appear. Oh, yes. Because generally in the proving process, the person that you meeting is their representative. Do y'all know what picture-in-picture is up there, 19? No, there we go. Generally, when you in the proving process, because how many brothers proving here? We got no brothers proving? We got one in the IT booth.
Right.
2? Oh, Ira over there. Okay. How many sisters? We got no. I thought we had some sisters proving. Okay, maybe they're fulfilling offices or such, right? So, but generally, when you're in the proving process, you are meeting that person's representative. They trying to show you the best version of themselves. They trying to paint this the best picture of themselves that they possibly can. And that's when you first meet them. That's generally when you first meet them. Oh, you just like, oh, she's so beautiful. She's so this and that. Like, I just think she the one. But we always tell people you have to take your time in the proving process to meet that person, to get to know that person. Sirach chapter 6. You got something?
Yeah, real quick. About the Jezebel, the sister that's a Jezebel. How many brothers is single? Raise your hand. You have to be aware. Jezebels, 9 times out of 10, they're very pretty. They're usually beautiful in your eyes. They're very pretty. That's why a lot of brothers always go to the Jezebel, because they look good. Remember that. All right.
Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Come on.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
So the scriptures say if you was to get a friend, prove them first. Let me see. Let me get a brother. We gonna go with Brother John. Is that his name? Yeah, Brother John. Brother John.
Shalom, leadership.
Now, Brother John, let me ask you a question. Can you get to know somebody generally in 3 months?
No.
Generally, how long do you think it takes to get to know somebody?
Reality, I would say about 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years. Okay, that's a good. You can have a seat. Clap it up for Brother John. But you know what happened is a lot of times in the proving stage, what happened is brothers be like, oh, I just know she's the one. And they feel like somebody gonna come up and snatch her up or something, and they go against counsel. I don't think I need to talk to leadership about this. I just know she the one. They gonna mess it up for me. And what they do, they move in haste. Read that again, Sirach chapter 6.
Sirach 6 and 7.
Uh-huh.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Read.
And be not hasty to credit him.
Being hasty to credit is to lay down with a woman before you know who she really is. Before you go and get her medical report. And then likewise for you sisters. You lay down with a brother before you know who. We tell you, y'all come up and say, we think we belongs together. He's the one.
The hell is this?
I love her. And we look you in the eye and say, y'all shouldn't get married. Y'all need to wait and learn the truth a little longer. And you know what happens? The next week they come in, we's got our paperwork. Okay. Generally, those type of marriages, they have problems. Why? Because you have to prove. Even the God of heaven and earth proved Israel. Go to Psalms chapter 26 and verse 2. Let's see what it is to prove, what it means to prove.
Psalms 26 and verse 2.
Come on.
Examine me, O Lord, and prove me.
And do what?
And prove me.
So this is David speaking to the Lord from the Lord. So the Lord he wants the Lord to examine him and to do what?
And prove me.
So to prove somebody is to examine them. You got to at least, at the bare minimum, you got to see this person keep all the high holy days for themselves. Not they come in just because of you. Because a lot of times that happen too. A sister come in because they seen you as a simp, a sucker, a meal ticket. And they sat there for all the high holy days, just sitting there waiting just for you to marry them, just so they can get them. You have to examine them and do what? Finish that out.
Try my reins and my heart.
In my what?
Try my reins and my heart.
So to prove it is to examine and to try the heart. What is the heart, brothers? The mind. You have to know what is in the mind of a sister. Because like we just seen, in the mind of a sister, it could be a snare and a trap. Get that Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 7. And read verse 26. Because you have to see, is this sister mind a mind well instructed, or is this sister mind a snare and a trap for me? Read that, what you got.
Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 26. Come on. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
So it's a woman out there that Solomon is saying, I find it worse than death. This is the type of woman you do not want to be attached to for the rest of your life. This is the type of woman that you need to be wary of. This is that Jezebel spirit. Her mind is a snare and a trap. This woman, she may be beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, she is a snare and a trap. Read on.
The woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her bands and her hands as bands. Whoso please of God,
if you please the Lord, what will you do?
Shall escape from her.
Meaning what? This type of person is the brother who gonna get counsel. This the brother who gonna get counsel. When he say, I don't think y'all ready to get married, they gonna listen. I don't think you should marry that sister. I think y'all need to wait. This brother is going to listen because he's going to escape her. Then he's going. We gonna go more into this relationship. I don't want to give away too much, but why is it that it's important to prove? Because you need to know if this sister is really there for you or she has alternative. What's that word? Alternative motives. Give me that Sirach 37 and verse 1. Sirach 37 and verse 1. That's why it says, prove a friend. The most important friendship that you are going to establish in this truth is the friendship that is created between man and woman. That's what the book say in Sirach. What is that, Sirach 40? Yeah, 40 and 23. Read that first, and then we're going to go back to Sirach 37.
Sirach chapter 40 and verse 23. Come on. A friend and companion never meet amiss.
So when you see a friend that you ain't seen in a long time, like you got that one brother, you know what I'm saying, your middle school homeboy, when you see him, it don't matter, y'all be 30 years old, you see him, you be like, oh man, Fred, Tom, or whoever he is. That you never meet and miss. No matter where you at when you see him, that friend you ain't seen, you say, that's my brother. You know, many of us got those type of friendships, and it's true. You know, we go on these various blisses. You be like, damn, I ain't seen you in a whole year, bruh. What's going on? Because the brother might be in Jackson or the brother might be wherever he at. You see him, oh, brother, they never meet and miss. But listen to what the Bible say.
But above both is a wife with her husband.
But above that type of friendship is supposed to be a wife and her husband. Right. Meaning this friendship that you establishing is the most important friendship you're going to establish for the rest of your life. Why? Because if you end up with the wrong person, it could destroy your spirit. And if you end up with the right person, you do things correctly, you do things with the right person, it could build you to a better person. Right. You understand? They don't understand what's going on here. Am I talking to myself? That means we're about to have a whole bunch of destroyed marriages in here. Do y'all understand? Okay, I ain't hear no sisters either. What? Do y'all understand? All right, I'm watching y'all sisters today. I'm watching to see who gonna be frowning up. I hate him and them big old lips. I hate him. We gonna see. Let's get Sirach 37. You got something else here, Aaron? Sirach 37 in verse 1. And we slowly getting into this thing, you know? But this class right here, for the sisters, this class is either going to be an eye-opener or a refresher, or this class is going to make you hate everything about leadership and your husband. But we going to find out. Finish that. Read what you got.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse 1.
Come on.
Go. Every friend saith, I am his friend also.
So this is why you got to approve a friend, because every friend say, I am his friend. Every friend that you make going to say, oh, that's my guy. And they going when you are up or you at your best, your height, everybody going to act like your friend. Same thing when it comes to a woman. She gonna tell you, your sweat smell like cologne. You know, she gonna tell you everything about you is just, brother, you so fit, you so strong. You know you got a beer belly. You know you got man titties.
Right.
Can I say that?
Start looking like Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, you look like Biggie Smalls. But she got you thinking, because maybe you got a couple dollars, or you drive a nice Buick, you know, you got you a business. She telling you the greatest thing walking. You look like who? Shamar Moore. I don't know who that is. Who is Shamar Moore? That's somebody the sisters like? They shaking their head. Michael B. Jordan, you know? That's somebody they like. Nah, not everybody. Oh, yeah. All right. Watch these sisters. All right. So, but she telling you look like Michael B. Jordan. And really you look like Forrest Whitaker. Come on, read that. Go ahead.
Every friend saith, I am his friend also.
Come on.
But there is a friend which is only a friend in name.
So it's certain people who only a friend in name. Why? Come on.
Is it not a grief unto death when the companion and friend is turned to an enemy?
A lot of times that's what happened in the household. When y'all rush to get married, y'all have a backdoor marriage, or y'all come into this truth married, or y'all been married for a while, and the wife just refused to be obedient. They turn into an enemy. It says it's a grief until death. Read on.
O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit?
Come on.
There is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend, but in time of trouble will be against him.
So now, in the proving stage, that's what you want to figure out. Is this sister going to be down for me, whether I'm up or I'm down? When I'm at my lowest or I'm at my highest? If I got money in the bank or if I got $0 to my name, is the sister going to be there? Because there's a companion that's with you in your prosperity, but soon as you fall off, they become your enemy. Finish that verse 5, and then we're going to show the video, and I'm going to give you an example of this. Finish verse 5.
There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly, and taketh up the buckler against the enemy.
So there is a companion that help their friend for the belly. They tell you all this and that just because they want you to take care of them. So y'all got to be mindful of that. Mindful of this woman. Now play that video that we got. Because this is that type of woman who's only there for the money. Come on.
When I met my husband, I told him what I expect from a man. The number one rule with being with me is you have to provide. So my husband ended up losing his job. So a month went by, and he looked for me to pay the bills. So I was going to consider it if he gave me the money back for paying the bills. And he told me no.
What?
He felt like he shouldn't have to do that. What do you mean? When I told you, as a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills as long as I got a husband. And I told him, baby, your money is my money, and my money is my money. And so he didn't have any more money, and that was a problem for me.
All right. It's some sisters who just like this. They only with you for the money. Your money is their money, and their money is your money. Brother, should you marry this type of sister? But right now, everybody's saying, no, sir. But this sister, she don't come blatant like that initially. You know? That she comes at first with the pretty face and the smile and the shalom. When she shalom, her head hit her kneecaps. And she telling you everything in a bag of chips. But really, she only in it for what she can get out of it. Pull up the next picture. So now they're in the proving stage, and what happens is the brother got because he looking at the beauty and not the inner person. All right. For example, now look, I want who can tell me what's that brother name right there? Brother, I keep. What is it? Aziel. You come up to the mic. Come on. I want you to look at this image here, and I want you to tell me what is it that you see. You can take it off picture in picture. Take it off. Just put the image up. What is it that you see that's keen in this right here? Raise up the mic. I don't know who was up there last. Goodness gracious.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
I would say that she's touching him and she's looking deep into his eyes, and he's doing the same back to her.
Why it sound like he reading poetry?
My fault.
Said, I wish this was me.
One of the women's fantasy books.
He can see everlasting life.
And she caresses his hand.
As she caresses his hand, he
To the
feels,
windows of his soul.
he feels the tingle of sensation.
Okay, so no, you're right. You absolutely right? So now tell me what does it mean when a woman touch you like that and look in your eyes like that? What does that mean?
It means she's trying to, I would say, I don't want to use this word, but seduce.
She's trying to okay, that's a good word. That's a good word. She's trying to seduce you. She's trying to, I don't know why this image came up. What the heck? IT is tripping. Okay, yeah, she's trying to seduce you. She's trying to tell you you can get some of this. That's what she's trying to tell you. And they do this in the proving stage. Like, it might be subtle, a little tap, her leg touch your leg. Huh? Like, did she mean to do that? Or maybe that was an accident. That's what you're thinking in your head. No, she meant that. She meant it. She know exactly. She's calculated. She got game. She running game on you, brother.
What the hell is this?
You just can't see it. Go to Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 21. Good job. Clap it up for the brother, the poet. 25 verse 21.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
The Bible says, as men of God, we is not supposed to stumble at the beauty of a woman. The Lord made the women to look beautiful to us, to be appeasing to us. But we need to be searching what is in here. We need to be examining what is in a mindset to make a proper decision. You shouldn't be stumbling at the beauty of a woman. Read.
And desire her not for pleasure.
Now, when you're in the proving process, of course you will want a beautiful woman. You don't want to prove a fugly sister. You know? Do you? Maybe.
Come on.
Or maybe some of these brothers like mumpy, fugly sisters.
Hell no.
How many brothers y'all like mumpy, fugly sisters? Y'all like beautiful, fit women, right? Or Amariah and Ari like beautiful, fit women. Do y'all like beautiful, fit women?
Yeah.
Beautiful, fit. Fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody who ain't say yeah, they and I've been noticing some of these brothers looking on the other side of the room. And she looking at me. Brothers, you want a beautiful, fit woman, but you don't want a woman that all that is to her is her beauty. Give me that 1 Timothy 2. 1 Timothy 2.
Let's go.
Come on. Verse 9.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. And in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
So you want a woman who adorns themselves in sobriety and submission. This is the mindset that you're looking for. So yeah, beauty is a key factor because nobody wants an ugly sister. But you need to make sure that the most important things are there first. Read on.
But women which becometh becometh women professing godliness.
Oh, goodness. Read that again.
Verse 10, my bad. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
Uh-huh.
Let the women learn in silence with all subjection.
Read.
But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
So that's another key thing. You want a woman who is godly and who has the spirit of submission. A lot of sisters that come in here don't have that spirit yet. They need time to grow. That don't mean that they can't get there, but a lot of sisters need more time than others because submission has never been taught to them. Submission is not something that they've been used to. They've been used to being the dominant one. They've been used to their mother barking up on their father, running their father out the house. And that's what they've been taught. So they need time to learn. That's why we at IUIC, we have the, what's the name of the program? The Ladies in Waiting program. Ladies in Waiting program is a program created strictly with the mind and intent to turn sisters into helpmeets for the men of God. But a lot of times what brothers want to do is I don't think she needs a Ladies in Waiting program. Well, she failed the Ladies in Waiting program, but I think she'd be all right. All right. Or she didn't even want to join the Ladies in Waiting program. Can I prove her? May the force be with you.
Got him. Got him.
All right. Let's go to Sirach 9 about the beauty of a woman. The beauty of a woman is not the thing that you don't let yourself get trapped up in her beauty that you ignore red flags. And then we're going to get into some of these red flags. All right? We're going to get into some of these red flags. Start at 9 verse 5.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 5. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her.
Read.
Give not thy soul unto harlots.
Jump down to verse 8, actually.
Verse 8. Turn away thine eyes from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
So now everybody sat up here and said, no, we don't want that woman who only gonna leave us when we fall off. Everybody sat up there and said that, right? But what happened is you get caught up and infatuated in her beauty, that you ignore signs like that. You ignore red flags. I'm going to show you some red flags that we ignore. Pull up John and Keisha. Red flags. The next one. John and Keisha. Now, this is them in the proving stage. They already arguing, and they not even married. This is sometimes, we see this a lot. You already having full-blown arguments while you still proving. Brother, I'm gonna be 100% with y'all, right? If a sister is arguing with you while you still in the proving stage, you better drop her. You better tell her to kick rocks with no shoes on and no socks. Get her far, far away from her, because this is a immediate red flag that if she gonna argue with you when y'all not even married, once y'all do get married, the argument is gonna be 10 times as intense. She is not ready to be married. Go to the next image. Look, he's stressed out. You can take the picture off. He's stressed out.
So what you're saying is, if she argues with you in the proving stage, she'll punch you in the face when you're married.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. If she got an argument, this camera looks terrible. That's that one right there. Use that one. That one right there. Or which one is the good one? Huh? Let me see this one. Huh? This the bad one? All right, yeah, use this one then. You can throw your camera away. All right. You need a new lens or something. All right. So pull that image back up because I got distracted.
I'll say it one more time. If she argues with you in the proving process.
Look, this is what we're going to do. My bad. Just pan with that camera. Don't even use these two.
Yeah.
Y'all got to use cameras that's on the same quality level. So if you got a Black Magic, you need other Black Magic.
Don't do that in the grand opening, IT. The hell is this? So if she's upset at you, arguing with you, and brothers, never argue with a woman. Y'all heard what I said? Right. Never argue with a woman. That's a weak spirit if you arguing with a woman. The hell is wrong with you?
Absolutely.
But if you argue with her in a proving process, she will punch you in the face when you get married.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. Go pull that image up. That last one we just had. So, bam, this is the proving process, and they already arguing. I'm going to show you what you need to do if you're in the proving process and y'all already having arguments. Pull up that video. Let me show you. Pull up that video. This is what you need to do. So we going with this, the first instance and the second instance. The middle one, I just like it, but because that was a good show back in the day. But this, we gonna base it off the first one and the last one. Go ahead, IT, play.
Listen to me for once. I wouldn't need to go there.
Oh, so this is an I told you so call.
I was just an I told you so. Well, you never listen.
All right, we're done here. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, pause. Come on, man. That's what. If you're in the proving process and she don't want to be with your program, I notice y'all keep looking over there, man. Y'all, if she don't want to be with your program, you need to drop her. Y'all understand? Yes, sir. Come on. Hit play. Let's play the next one. From what is that? What is that show? Different World?
I love you, but if you ever tell me that you're not speaking to me for a week again, I will drop you like a bad habit.
Yeah! If she don't want to get with your program, you got to drop her because the proving stage, that's the opportunity.
That's right.
Chance to get far away from a Jezebel. You want a sister that's going to come on and she loves you and she's down to be with your program. Y'all understand? Yes, sir. Pull up the next one. Now this is my main man. My main man, Kyle. Pull him up.
Well, hey, look, if I don't make you happy, then why are you with me?
Good point. So why don't we just say I'm no longer with you?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We're through. It's over. Don't want you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. That's how you brothers gotta be. You brothers gotta drop your foot down, especially in the proving process. Because once you get married, she got you. So you want to make sure, without a doubt, because somebody can hide. They can be a very deceitful person. So you want to make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, she's down with your program. You understand? Go ahead. You had something else, sir?
No, I was about to say, brothers watching that clip, some of them in their mind, their hearts is racing. They can't even imagine themselves having that level of gall to say that to their wives. Because they know if I say that, it's going to be an argument. It's going to be a problem.
Dang.
She ain't going to talk to me for a week. I can't get none for a week. Dang. They're going to be upset.
They don't have the testicular fortitude.
They don't. That's why we say, yeah, all the brothers is looking at the screen. You're supposed to be in unison. One mind, one spirit. Drop them like a bad habit.
So what you're saying, officer, is some brothers don't have the testicular fortitude to leave when they're being disrespected.
Emotional damage.
To handle it. They don't have the testicular fortitude to handle it. Because they're worried if they put their foot down, she will leave me.
Damn. And go ahead.
Samson, you said something earlier about when you get married, that marriage makes you a better man. Some brothers in their mind think that this woman made me a better man. She made me who I am today. That's how some brothers think. Without my wife, I wouldn't be where I am today. That's not the mindset you're supposed to have.
That's heavy. That's heavy. So now we're gonna go into it and show you what's gonna ultimately, if you don't drop this sister in the proving stage, what is gonna happen to you when you get married. Let's go to Proverbs 21 and verse 19. Proverbs 21, verse 19. Y'all brothers got to understand, y'all are like the fine gold. Any sister who got the opportunity to be with you, you need to see it as this is their opportunity, not yours. Y'all understand? Yes, sir. Read what you got.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 19.
Come on.
It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman.
The Bible say it is better to dwell in a wilderness than with a contentious and what?
An angry woman.
An angry woman. Give me the pull up this same scripture on Bible Hub. I didn't send it, but pull it up on Bible Hub. Because I think it's worded a little bit different.
Hey, while you pull that up, can you read verse 9?
Uh-huh.
Because this is what happens. Just like also as I was bringing out. You deal with this type of spirit for so long, this is what's going to end up, it's going to lead to. In verse 9.
Verse 9. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wild house.
Right, because that angry woman eventually, sometimes what happens is they start laying hands on you. She'll say, do something about it. What you going to do about it? Who hurt? I'm not going to ask that question. If you hear that, it's time to go. If she's ready to fight you, it's time to go, brothers.
Yeah, don't ever put yourself in a position with a woman where it could ever be physical. So let's read that top one. Can you read that, Ira?
Yes, sir. New International Version. Better to live in the desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife.
Read it again, brother.
Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife.
So the word quarrelsome means argumentative. So it's better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. Let's pull up. Let's pull up that next image because I said, damn, it's better to live in a desert. Let's see what the conditions of a desert is. Pull up that next image. We're gonna read them. So it says, living in a desert environment can be peaceful and beautiful. Why? Because you ever seen Dune? How many of y'all seen that movie Dune? You know, a lot of those shots from Dune is like beautiful. You see the sunrise over the desert. That's how a contentious woman is. She beautiful, and sometimes is when she in here. Peaceful. But it comes with real danger. Let's read verse 1.
Verse 1.
Or number 1.
Number 1. Extreme temperatures. Very hot days. Temperatures can exceed 110 degrees Fahrenheit to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, leading to heat exhaustion or heat stroke.
A heat stroke is better than to live with a contentious woman. Come on, next.
Cold nights. Deserts can drop to 40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower at night, risking
hypothermia.
Thank you. Hypothermia if unprepared.
To have hypothermia and your toes falling off is better than to live with a contentious woman. Next one.
Rapid temperature changes. The body has trouble adjusting.
Uh-huh. Keep reading.
Number 2, dehydration and water scarcity. Low humidity causes sweat to evaporate quickly, so you dehydrate before you realize it. Water sources can be scarce or far apart.
So you be extremely dehydrated in the desert, but yet you be out there looking like, I don't know, some of y'all old, so y'all not gonna get this reference. You looking like SpongeBob in Sandy House. For the old people, pull up SpongeBob and Sandy House, because Amariah looking at me right now like, what the hell did you talking about?
What type of shenanigans?
Pull it up for Amariah, man. Whatever for the officer, man. Yeah, Officer Benaiah, he's like, I don't know what's going on. Pull it up. SpongeBob and Sandy House. That's extreme dehydration. Come on. Yeah. You see him? Water. He dying of thirst. And he's still better off than with a contentious woman. Now, go to the next one. Come on. We ain't done with this desert. There we go. Did we read number 3?
Number 3, limited food sources. less vegetation and wildlife. Stores and supply points may be far apart and live in desert towns.
All right, read 4.
4. Dangerous wildlife. Depending on location, deserts can often have rattlesnakes.
A rattlesnake. Better than a contentious woman. Read.
Scorpions.
Scorpion. Better than a contentious woman.
Black widows.
A black widow. Have y'all ever seen a black widow in real life? But it's better than a contentious woman.
Hell no.
Read on.
Coyotes.
A coyote. Huh? It's a coyote on the loose in Brightmo. You see that mud? Run the other way. But if your contentious wife is the other way, go back towards the coyote. Read on.
Mountain lions.
A mountain lion. Read.
Fire ants.
Now read this next part, because this right here, this is how you shook right here.
These animals may hide in shoes, under rocks, or near shade.
Now imagine you go to put your camp boots on, and it's a rattlesnake in there. Better than a contentious one. Y'all brothers got to be mindful. The Lord make these analogies for a reason. For a reason. We can skip the next ones. But I'm just going to read them fast, actually. The next one is number 5, a sandstorm, a dust storm. Nobody in here ever been through no sandstorm. We've been through snowstorms. Lack of shade and shelter, flash floods, negative navigation problems, and isolation. So all those things are still better than what? I ain't hearing them, man. Or better than a what? Y'all brothers got to have life to y'all, man.
Come on.
Come on.
Scared, bro.
Is that what it is?
Stall him out, Debo.
Stall him out. I gotta live with her.
I gotta live where you don't.
Go to the next one. Come on. All right, so the next one is power and infrastructure issues, sun exposure, and mental and physical stress. Extreme climates can affect mood, energy, and people suffer from fatigue, irritability, and heat-induced confusion, but still better than a contentious woman. So brothers have to be extremely mindful. Go to Sirach 25 and verse 16. Sirach 25, verse 16.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 16.
Let's go.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Now, the Bible says it is better for you to live with a lion. You better off in the house with Simba, Mufasa, Scar, than with a contentious woman. And what else? Read that next part. Read it again.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
So I was meditating on this scripture, and I said, what is it like to dwell in a house with a dragon? Most of us, when we think of dragons, we think of Lord of the Rings or something. You know what I'm saying? Pull up that image that we got. Pull up that next video, rather. So this is the warning to y'all brothers who are single. I know brothers be single, they be like, oh, I just can't wait to get married. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. Prove. Make sure she is in the right spirit. This right here is a Komodo dragon. Let's read the character. Let's go through the characteristics of a Komodo dragon. Can you turn it up a little bit? Start it over.
This creature is a real-life dragon. Meet the Komodo dragon, the living legend. Although they can't fly and breathe fire, like we've seen in movies, they are the largest lizards in the world. They can reach up to 10 feet or 3 meters and weigh up to 300.
So if y'all don't know, it said it could be up to 10 feet. If you don't know, Goliath was 12 feet. So Goliath only got 2 feet on it. Shaquille O'Neal is 7 foot tall. This Komodo dragon can get up to 10 feet tall and 360 pounds. So this thing is huge. So even in the image you see it, you like, oh, This thing is huge if you see it in real life. Start it over. Come on.
This creature is a real-life dragon. Meet the Komodo dragon, the living legend. Although they can't fly and breathe fire like we've seen in movies, they are the largest lizards in the world. They can reach up to 10 feet or 3 meters and weigh up to 360 pounds or 160 kilograms. They get their dragon name when Westerners began hearing rumors of giant dragon-like lizards in the early 1900s. Hence the species earned its common name. Although they don't breathe fire, they have a venomous bite. Their saliva contains venom that rapidly decreases blood pressure, expedites blood loss, and sends their prey into a shock. Once the prey gets bitten, there is no way for them to escape because Komodo dragons have an amazing tracking ability. Using their forked tongue, they patiently track their injured prey until it succumbs. They can be found in Indonesia, particularly on Komodo Island, definitely one of the most fascinating animals in the world.
All right, take that down. Take that down. Now, that Komodo dragon, it said it is a venomous animal, and if it bites you, you pretty much dead. You're going to be in paralyzing shock. Still, it is better than to live with a contentious woman, with that Jezebel spirit. It's better to have that and be trying to escape from that every day you getting out the door. Than you be in the house with a dragon. Why? Because the Komodo dragon is going to bite you. You eventually going to fade off, and it's going to kill you. But listen, look how the woman kills you. If you pick the wrong woman, look how she's going to kill you. Go to Sirach, chapter 26. Is it verse 7? Shoot from the hip, Ira.
Yes, sir. Sirach chapter 26 and verse 7.
Come on.
An evil wife is as a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Why? What brother can explain the scripture for me? An evil wife is as though he had held a scorpion. Why everybody got their heads down?
What's going on?
This is
man.
This is making me sad.
Daunted with fear.
Officer Ari.
Yeah, we need
no,
Mary.
man, before Officer Ari, I want to hear MOV Solomon.
You're married, right?
Come on up to the mic.
Shalom, leadership.
Mm-hmm.
So, having possession of an evil wife is like holding a scorpion. It will harm you. You'll be stuck with something that attacks you.
Okay. Can you shed light on how is this similar?
A scorpion will sting you. An evil woman will intentionally harm you.
No!
Sting you.
All right. All right. That was a good try. It was a good try.
All right, shalom, leadership. So the yoke shaking to and fro is like that metal collar that eventually it rubs your skin raw. It's going to irritate you every time it moves. It's going to hurt you every time it moves. It can turn into an infection. You hold a scorpion, and scorpion going to sting you over and over and over until you let it go. It's constant pain at every turn.
All right. I don't like how he explained that scorpion part, though. Can somebody clear up the scorpion part for me? Officer Abe.
Come on!
So, the most people want to see a scorpion. You look at it, it's fascinating, so you want to pick it up, but you forgetting the fascinating destroys your mind because this scorpion still can sting you. So you're going off the fascination of, oh, I got a scorpion, but it can sting you. So you blinded by it.
You was so like excited and energized. I wanted you to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
But you did not hit the point that I want.
Yes,
but
sir.
that was good. That was good stuff, though. Joseph, you got him?
I'm just going to land back. So when it does sting you, though, it has poison. The scorpion has poison, so it's going to kill you over time. You know what I mean? You're going to have
That's the point that I
put to
wanted
death.
right there. When the scorpion stings you, you don't just immediately die. You don't, for example, that Komodo dragon, it stings you, poison you, and then it's going to eat you. The scorpion gonna sting you. It might take 2 days for you to die. You're gonna die a terrible death. The venom's gonna go inside your body. Then you don't know when it's gonna sting you. You holding it, and it take its time, but then eventually it finally stings you. Then it's a slow and painful, agonizing death. That is what it's like living with a contentious woman.
Boy, ain't no way. Boy.
You do not want that at home. You do not want that at home. And you sisters do not want to be that. You do not want to be the slow kill for your husband. Right. You don't want to be that. We're going to go into what you should want to be, but we're going to get that next. Now, because we still in the proving stage. This is all warning stuff right here. This is to scare the brother who in his mind, he like, man, it's been 3 months. I think I'm ready. You know, sister got all the qualities I need. It's been 6 days. Come on. This is to put you in the mindset, if you make the wrong decision, it could be a slow and agonizing death for you. Pull up that next picture of John and what's her name? Keisha. John. Now, what do we have here? Who can explain what's going on right here? Is that a Detroit house? That is. Who can explain what's happening right here? I'm going to pick somebody. If nobody.
Ari,
Gracious.
come help us out.
Yeah, I wanted to ask some of these soldiers first, man.
All right, so it looked like this brother sneaking into the back door to get to the sister while she's studying. He looked like a sneaky, deceitful brother.
Now, she's trying to appear like she's studying, but she's letting him through the back door. This is a backdoor marriage in process right here. This is what we have termed a backdoor marriage, meaning they are going to do it the wrong way. Get the next image. You all right, go ahead. No, when nobody, you see, she letting him right in the house. He looking around. Is that officer on assignment? Damn. Look like Officer Uriah car. What the hell? No, he's going in. So what they've done is decided to do it the wrong way. Instead of getting counsel, they decide to slap hams behind everybody's back and get married.
What? Hey, awesome.
Go ahead.
You know what happens? Because sometimes it doesn't always happen this way. A lot of times it disguises it as something like, oh, I need you to help me fix something that broke in my house, or it would be disguised as something that has nothing to do with what they really want to do. And when they get there, then, the Bible's under the bed.
Yeah.
Or I'm no longer fixing what you want me to fix. You know what I'm saying?
The Bible's under the bed.
Bible's under the bed.
Yeah. I'm coming over to study. Then the Bible under the bed. You know why? Because you gave into your lust and you decided to have a backdoor marriage. Give me that Exodus 22 and verse 16. Exodus 22 and 16.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Now, somebody in their mind, they said, no, this brother, he still did the right thing, because even though he had sex with the sister, he married her and did the right thing. Who can explain to us why this is not the proper way to do it? And use the scriptures. Soldier, where my soldiers at? Soldier Eleazar, Toledo. Come on up. And I want a mic man, so we ain't got to wait for everybody to come up here.
Shalom, leadership. The reason why it's wrong because it's still you're supposed to get to know the woman first, or know them first before you even go through that step. You're supposed to go.
Do you have a precept to show us?
Not offhand.
All right, have a seat. Anybody else? Solomon, he raised his hand before. Who? MOV Emmanuel? Let's see. You have a precept?
No, sir.
Oh, God. Let's get MOV Dakar over there. Y'all brothers got to be studying this.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
Sirach 6 and 7.
Sirach 6 and 7?
Prove them first, ain't that it?
No.
No.
No. A precept for Exodus 22 and 16. Let's get MOV John.
John.
Give him the mic. Say it in the mic, John.
Deuteronomy 22 and 28.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's go there. Deuteronomy 22 and verse 28. Precept that. Write it in your Bibles. Write it in your Bibles, because you will be asked again. I'll make sure y'all brothers studying. Read that when you got it, Ira.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
So he have to pay a dowry because he defiled this man's wife, right? But read the next part, because it's going to show you that he has a special judgment because he did this thing, right? Read that.
Because he hath humbled her, he may not put her away all his days.
Now, you got to realize this was under Moses. Under Moses, brother could get divorced from a woman for any reason. For any reason that they feel like. If her toenails grew out funny, like, I'm putting her away. If she had halitosis, I got to put her away. You know, if she, you know what I'm saying? Give me another reason. She can't cook. The left knee darker than the right knee. pH balance is off. Well, any reason during this time period, a man could divorce a woman. But, except for this circumstance, when he went behind the father's back, he could not put her away for no reason other than fornication. Because if she commit fornication, she get put to death. Right. So, he could not put her away for no reason. That is how you know that this was the improper way to do it, because there was a judgment attached. Do y'all understand? But time and time again, what we see is backdoor marriages, and not just backdoor marriages, marriages against counsel. Where the captains will tell a brother, I don't think you should get married. I don't think you should marry the sister. I think y'all should wait. And they say, you know what? We gonna do what we want to do and get married. All right. Have fun. That's the equivalent of going behind the father's back. Because in the congregation, the fathers are the leadership that's set up to watch over these souls. So many times, brothers and sisters, you end up doing these backdoor marriages, and that's how you brothers end up with the Jezebel at the house. Because she know you don't have any dignity or any spirit to honor the word of God. So why would she honor you?
God damn.
You will go behind the backs of leadership and try to sneak and do your own thing. So why should she follow you? That's how a lot of times brothers end up with the Jezebel spirit. Now, any of y'all want to add anything on that?
I just want to say this. Do y'all brothers think that she sees that before y'all actually do the act? See that you have a weakness in you? She's going to see that. So y'all brothers understand that. Yeah, she's going to see them things, and she's going to see, okay, is he going to do this or not? So y'all got to be mindful. The Lord gave a residue of the spirit to the men, so you have to set the right example. If you see a spirit, you deal with it.
And I want y'all brothers to understand as well. There is no woman on earth that cares more about your name than you do. I'm saying it one more time. There is not a woman on earth or in this building that cares more about your name than you do. So when you decide, oh, let's just lay it down, guess what she's going to do? What's she going to do, brothers?
Come on!
What?
So you'll lay it down. Always remember that. If you out the spirit, don't expect her to be.
Script, Sirach 26:23. This is perfect. This is perfect. You know what I'm saying? This is perfect. When leader, y'all understand, we see things from a different perspective. We tell you don't do this. It's not only because of her, it's because of you too. Mainly you. Where read that? Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So, if you got Terry, you married to Terry Crews. Yeah, I'm talking to the men.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. This is who you married to.
What the hell?
You walk in the house, it's a big burly man spirit cooking in the kitchen. If that's who you married to,
Shalom, nigga.
Shalom. Clean his house. You married to that, it's because you weak. You got like a day from Friday spirit. That's what you got. And y'all spirits clung to one another, and y'all was a match made in hell.
So what you're saying is, if you end up with a sister who has a Jezebel spirit, it's because you have an Ahab spirit.
Exactly.
That's the reason you would end up with it.
Mealy mouth, yellow makes me sad, brother.
And we're going to go into the Ahab spirits too. I know the sisters over there, oh, we ain't going to talk about, but what about him though? But what about him?
Hey,
we gonna touch we gonna go over the Ahab spirit as well. You got something, officer?
Yeah, you know, some things that we also hear is we'll hear, he's Nabal and I'm Abigail.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It is like, wait a minute, but the scripture says that a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Mm-hmm.
So that can't be true. Can't be true.
That's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. Now they get married because they went through they did the backdoor thing. Now they married. Pull up John and Keisha. Come on. Boy, John and Keisha. Now this is John and Keisha. Now they married. Now they arguing all through the house. It's constant arguing. Bring up the next one. It's constant, you did this. Why did they do this? What? We need to pay that bill. You come in the house. The lights is due. The gas is due. This and this. Come on. I hate it here. It's just constant arguing. And the reason that it ended up like this is because you ignore all of the red flags. You ignored the red flags. Now you have a dragon in the house. Give me Proverbs 25, verse 24. 25 and 24. Come on.
Proverbs chapter 25, verse 24. It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
A brawling woman is a woman who got that spirit to where they think in their mind they could take you. They do something. What you gonna do? If you got that type of spirit in your house, you need to get away immediately. A lot of y'all brothers, the scriptures say, because I'm not gonna mention that yet. I'm gonna build my way to that. Actually, build my way to that one. Give me Proverbs 21 and 9. Oh, we almost gave up the good stuff. Proverbs 21 and 9. No, we already hit that, right? Go to Proverbs 27 and 15.
Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 15.
Come on.
A continual dropping and a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike.
So now you at the house, you got a contentious woman, and it's like a continual dropping in a rainy day. How many of y'all ever been at the house and you had a faucet sink that wouldn't stop dripping? And you try to sleep, you just hear drip, drip, drip. You get up, you like, ah! You try, why this damn thing won't work? You know, we gonna get that. Read the next one, Proverbs 19 and 13, and then get that video ready, IT.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 13. A foolish son is the calamity of his father. In the contentions of a wife are a continual dropping.
A continual dropping. Pull up that video of a continual dropping. All right, because now this is what you signed up for because you wanted to do your backdoor thing. This is what John signed up for. Go ahead, hit play.
Chinese water torture is one of the most infamous torture methods in the world. The slow dripping of water onto your forehead while you're restrained has been known to drive people to insanity. But what you probably don't know is that it's not even Chinese. Historians think it was invented in the 15th or 16th century by an Italian lawyer named Hippolytus de Marcellus. Legend has it, Hippolytus observed how water slowly dripping onto a rock eventually created a hollow. He concluded that the same process, if applied to the forehead of a person, would cause them to go crazy. Is that really where his mind went to? Weird. Anyway, this water torture later became Chinese water torture, and people say that the Chinese part was added to make it more intriguing and mysterious.
So what it come to find out is really Esau invented that thing, but he called it Chinese just to make it sound better. Just like remember when COVID came out, they were saying it was what they was calling it, the Chinese flu or something. You know, that's what they was calling it. But being married to a contentious woman is the equivalent to being tortured. So y'all sisters got to do a certain deep dive. Am I a pillar or rest, or am I a torture method for my husband? You sisters got to ask yourself that. Am I just torturing my husband? My sister, you can know if your husband pull up to the house and it take him 20 minutes to get out the car, you probably the Chinese water torture method. That's probably you. If he sit in the house, he like, about to go in there, man. She gonna be tripping about, yeah.
Hell no.
He's sitting in the, or he want to stop for beers after work. He got to stop and get a beer just to go home. You probably a torture method for your husband. You have to do some soul searching.
The hell is
now,
this?
Pull up the next image. Okay. So now Jezebel does not have a problem getting physical with her husband. Neither do she have the ability to take correction. Whenever you try to correct your wife and it end up a fight, an argument, that means you have a Jezebel at home. You say, sister, we need to do such and such. I need you to have such and such done by the time I get home. You need to be teaching the kids this. We changing our lives and our diet. We gonna get right. And it's a problem. What's wrong with my diet? You should like me the way I am. And it become a fight. That's because she has a Jezebel spirit. Play that video. Play the video. Now this is, I don't know who this sister is actually, but she has more sense. She's not in the truth, but she has more sense than a lot of these sisters who have fringes and head wraps and big Bibles. Go ahead, hit play.
Wives, can I share something with you? If your husband cannot correct you without you getting defensive, angry, or trying to flip the script and say, what about you? Then you will never grow into your full potential. The husband's job is to be a farmer, to be a nurturer, to bring out the best in you. Believe me, you don't know who you really are. You don't know your blind self. You don't see the sides of you that everybody can see, especially your husband. And because he can never correct you without it becoming a blow up, you throwing a temper tantrum or withholding sex or affection, he's just stopped correcting you. And because he stopped correcting you, he stopped advising you on the things that you can do to become better, then you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage with someone and not really reaching your full potential because you won't allow the correction that your husband has the right and should give you.
Now, that sister spoke the truth. The husband has the right and the God-given power to give correction in his household. But many times what we see is that sister with that Jezebel spirit, she hates being corrected. Why? When Elijah came forth, because we're going to go through that at the end. Let me see how much time I got. I got to speed this up. When Elijah came forth to rebuke Jezebel, what did she threaten? She threatened to kill him because she hates God because she is prone to idolatry. Now, get that in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 10. Proverbs 15, verse 10.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die.
The person that hates reproof shall die. It is a grievous thing for the Jezebel spirit to be taught or told that they doing something wrong. It turned into a full-fledged argument. If it's an argument every time you try to apply God laws in your household, if you can't get your wife to come and congregate at the Sabbath, and then without her blowing up and having a mental breakdown, it's because she has a Jezebel spirit and she hates God. It is what it is. Pull up that next image. This is you trying to correct a Jezebel right here. Now, I want you to pull up. I want you to I want you to focus in. Now look at Keisha right now. Look at my man John. And I want you to go back to the first image of Keisha and John and compare it to this one right here. I want you to put them side by side. I want to see if anybody noticed anything. That's asking a lot of IT. Oh, man. One second.
Y'all got it, IT?
Okay, so what we going to do is we going to put this image next to the first image. You know, side by side. Uh-oh. Goodness gracious. Officer Aaron, say something clever.
Clever. Oh, all praise. Hey, no, this is a good class for sisters and for the brothers to learn, especially those that are trying to get married. Those single brothers, how many of y'all single? A lot of single brothers. You have to take counsel. What's that in Proverbs? What's 15 about there's safety in counsel? Okay, go ahead and get that. So understand that. I think it's 15:22, 14:22. But there's safety in doing these things. You see how important marriage is. The union of marriage itself is very, very important. But to do it right is even more important. Just being married, just having a body in your bed is not what it's about. Because think about it. When you're dealing with you and your wife, as y'all are married, y'all are building people that come after y'all. Y'all are assisting other couples, other people as they come in. That's how important your marriage is. It's not just about the union you all have. It's about the people that watch your union. So is your union good or is it bad? You got that?
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 22. Without counsel, purposes are disappointed.
So if you don't get counsel throughout your proving process, or even in your marriage if you're married already, it's going to be what?
Purposes are disappointed.
Whatever you purpose in that marriage is going to be disappointed. Because you ignored red flags during the proving process. Because you didn't want to listen. You said, I think she's beautiful. You're concerned with those things. It's going to be difficult. And it's going to be disappointed. Go ahead.
But in a multitude of counselors.
A multitude of counselors. So, sisters, when you're proving, you get counsel. Brothers, when you're proving, you get counsel. Go ahead.
They are established.
A righteous marriage will be established if you are getting counsel. Y'all understand that? Do y'all believe that? Right. Sisters, do y'all understand that? Do y'all believe that? So you must do what the Bible says to get the prosperity of it. All right?
That's good. IT, come on now. Now, yeah. Now, who can tell me what's a key factor from when they first met to now? Give it to Brandon, Solomon answering everything. Go ahead, Solomon. What's a key factor that you see?
Her countenance hasn't changed.
Take it from him. Oh, my goodness. Give it to Baruch.
Yeah, my boy happy as hell right on the left, and on the right he frightful.
Oh, he missed it too. Goodness gracious.
Too.
Come on, who? Cause somebody got to see it. What's my brother's name? Stand up, say your name.
Elad.
Say it in the mic. I can't hear you.
Elad.
Elad.
Yes.
I say it right? Brother Eli, what you see?
She putting her hands on him.
Okay. Everything y'all saying is obvious, right? And nothing y'all said was wrong, right? But it's something that I see. That, and if y'all know me, y'all should know what I see. Give it to my brother right here.
Shalom, leadership. It looked like to me she gained weight.
She did. What did you say?
She gained weight.
Soon as she got you trapped down, she didn't put on all these pounds. She started off, she was slim and trim when you met her. Now, you know what a sign that a woman do not respect you is if she put on weight and she refused to get rid of it. She said, why should she feel like why should I lose weight for you? That you are in the household with a dragon. Because y'all are the sons of the living gods.
Yeah.
You should be married to the daughters of Sarah, not to the mumpy frumpies. Y'all, do the sons of the living God deserve a woman who just refused to take care of her health?
No, sir.
I can't hear y'all.
No, sir.
So that's what the mindset that these women gotta have. Do y'all sisters understand that? Huh? All praises, all praises. Now you see, the sister, she started off, she was in her, she was living her best life. Now she done moved on up, finally got a piece of the pie. No, that's the wrong show. What's the one? What's the old girl from the Jeffersons' name? Yeah, so she started off, she was Luana, what's her name? Luana from Good Times. Then she turned into Wheezy from the Jeffersons. Y'all young people, y'all go look those shows up, and it's gonna be funny for y'all later. Now, go ahead. Let's pull up the next one. Pull up the next one. So that's another thing. Y'all sisters, y'all gotta present yourselves as the most righteous thing you can ever have. Hold on, before you go there, just hold on. Put me back on the screen. You got to take care of your health so that when your husband look at you, he see the same person that he married. Y'all understand? And we understand, okay, yes, sisters, they have babies, they put on weight, but don't let that be an excuse for you never to get in shape. All right? We got a program for the brothers, and we on brothers all the time about losing weight. You should if y'all sisters heard some of the stuff that these brothers get called. You know, so we this is very nice, the way that I'm bringing this to the sisters. Right now, somebody is like, he's so mean. He called me fat. No. If we start to take our health serious, we start to transform our bodies, y'all sisters got to do the same. Y'all understand? Don't be a Jezebel. You about to say something, Monster? All right. Okay, pull up the next picture now. Now. This is the brother, he's getting ready to go to the Sabbath, and what does she say? I'm not going back to that place. The Jezebel spirit, as we read, is prone to idolatry. The Jezebel spirit is always trying to figure out a way to get out of keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments. She will cry so that she don't have to keep the commandments. Some of y'all brothers weak to tears. She started crying, I don't want to go back there because they were mean to me. The sisters wasn't nice. Some of y'all sisters, y'all brothers break. Man, the sisters, man, they got to start saying nice things to the window. Some of y'all brothers is weak. Y'all cannot be weak to y'all wives as leaders. You have to be in the spirit of control in your household because the Jezebel spirit will jump on these sisters. It's a spirit. It will jump on these sisters and cause you to try to get you to break the commandments. Go to Sirach 25 and 24. Because that Jezebel spirit, same spirit from the garden. I want to be in control. Oh, I want to be a god too. That's the same spirit. I don't want you around those brothers because when you come around those brothers, you come back in the spirit. And it's hard to control you. So I don't want you around them. Come on. Read that.
Sirach chapter 25, verse 24.
Come on.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
So if the woman came to the beginning of sin, that sin was in the garden with Adam and Eve. Who can explain what that sin was? I need a MOV brother or a soldier to explain it. Michael, you on. What was that sin in the beginning?
Shalom, leadership. The sin in the beginning was she wanted to be equal or above, like, his status. So she listened to the serpent.
Okay, so what is that sin called?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
All right, who can help him out? Let's get, what's his name again?
Aziel?
Aziel?
Aziel, yeah.
Let's get Brother Aziel.
Shalom, leadership. Idolatry.
Idolatry. That's the. Can you do that the scripture to explain it? What was the sin in the garden?
I know I got one to explain the fruit.
Okay, let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. Y'all brothers write this down.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 verse 27.
Come on.
Come on. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
So the Jezebel spirit is infatuated with idols. Infatuated with not keeping the commandments of God. Everything idolatrous that Jezebel spirit will try to implement in the house. It start when she come home, she got earrings in with the crescent moon. What the hell is those earrings? Take them out your ears. That's damn paganism. No, but it was just cute. No, take that out your ear. Then it come, she's sick every week when it's time to go to Sabbath. She just gets sick. She ain't sick none of the rest of the days, but every week she just so happened to get sick. Then it come, my grandma dying, and this gonna be her last Thanksgiving. Is it all right? Hell no. This is what the Jezebel spirit will try to do in your household. It will start slowly but surely. Y'all understand that? All right, get that next picture. Because this is what ultimately happened to the brother who marries the Jezebel spirit. Now look at John. John then aged himself 30 years while she's still looking the exact same. And now this is after 2 years of being married to Jezebel. After 2 years of married to a Jezebel, this is what happened to you. Give me that Sirach 26. Now, you know what's crazy is, shout out to Officer Elijah who did this IT. I told him just put image of a brother trying to go to Sabbath and the sister don't want to go. And AI did that. So AI know what's going to happen to you, bruh. If you marry a Jezebel, AI know what's going to happen to you. I ain't even tell it to do that. Give me Sirach 26 and verse 17.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 17. As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age.
This is 26 and 17?
Yes, sir.
Let me look at it.
You want verse 16?
Let me hear that.
Verse 16. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is
that
the...
ain't what I want either. Hold on. Did I want 7? What did I say? Let me see.
Oh, verse 13.
Yeah, 25 and 17. That's what it is.
Sirach chapter 25.
Yeah, 25. What did I say? I said 26. I put the wrong thing.
Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
So that's what we saw in, this, that's not what we're referring to, but that's what we saw when that sister got angry And so she was beautiful, but then when she get angry, she get this monstrous look on her. It darkened her countenance. Read on. Come on.
Verse 18.
You all right down there, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
This is what happens when you end up married to a Jezebel. You know why? Because you ask one of these brothers married to one of these idolatrous Jezebels, you say, brother, where your wife at? Well, she ain't here today. Let me tell you what happened. Brother, you know your wife is gossiping to the sisters, talking crap about you? Brother, do you know what your wife did in the kitchen office? He gonna sigh among. This is what happened when you married to this spirit. This is the sister that you do not want to be, ladies. Y'all understand? Go to Ecclesiastes. We already read this, but we'll read it again. 7 verse 26. And then we're going back to 26. We're going to read verse 1. And we got to speed this up here.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26.
Come on.
I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Uh-huh.
And her bands in her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Uh-huh.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
This is the brother who's going to be taken by that Jezebel spirit. Because this is what Officer Uriah was getting at in Sirach 26. The wicked woman is given to a wicked man. So when you get this Jezebel spirit, it's because you in the midst of sin and you following your lust. So hey, thank yourself. Look in the mirror and say, thank you for this demon that I got at home. And thank you for aging myself before the time. Go to Sirach 26. Start at verse 1.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife.
So a man that got a virtuous wife is a blessing. So you sisters, you want to be a virtuous wife. Who knows what the word virtuous mean? I want a single sister. Where are you single sisters at? Get my sister right there. Can you tell us what the word virtuous means?
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
Virtuous is having integrity.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Integrity is not just integrity, it's having a high moral standard. That is a virtuous woman. That's the type of woman that you want to be, a woman with high virtue, high moral standards, right? Now, read that again. Sirach 26.
Sirach 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
The number of a man who got a virtuous wife, days shall be double. Why? Because this woman is constantly got his back. She cares about his needs. She cares about his health. She cares about his mind state. She cares about he gonna look young. He'd be like, damn, brother, how old is you? I'm 56. Damn, you 56, brother? I thought you was 30. You look 30. That's because he got a good wife at home who take good care of him. Some of y'all brothers, you be like, how old is you? 30. Damn, I thought you was 60. What? That's because you don't have a virtuous woman. You like, damn, bro, you look like Barack Obama. You know when Barack Obama came into office, he had the black hair. America, yes, we can. And when he came out, he had that gray hair. That's you. You like Barack Obama in his last year of office. You know, that's you, man. Finish that out.
Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
Come on.
A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband.
This is the type of woman you want at home. When you come home, it's a joy. She meets you at the door. Right. Shalom, my Lord. Can I serve? How can I serve you? That's the woman that you want at home. Not she meets you at the door with complaints and nagging. She meets you at the door. Can you change the diaper? Just nag. That's not what you want. You sisters have to be a woman that rejoices your husband. Nobody want this when they come home. The angry black woman up there. Nobody want that. Read on.
And he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
He gonna fulfill his years of his life in peace. Read.
A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
So when you see those brothers at the new moon, they getting down. They always joyful and glad. They probably got a good wife at home. Then you got other brothers who they always, well, what's wrong? Well, the sun came up today.
The hell is this?
And I went to work, and they just always depressed. It's because they got a Chinese torture chamber at home. A Komodo dragon living in the house. We can see it on you. But y'all brothers be trying to hide the wind like we don't see it. I'm going to show you. Go to that next picture. Because the same brother that's aging, he also be this brother right here. Go to that next picture. Come on. Look, this, oh, yes. Give me that precept, brother. Yes, Mike. Go to the next one.
That's the one in the front.
Yeah, he the one in the front. Yes. Listen to my breakdown. I have a new breakdown I would like to give you. Read. Go to the next one. Yes, follow me. Meanwhile, go back to the picture of him leaving. This him at home. He transformed when he walked through the door. He's transformed
to an angel of light, bro. That's crazy.
Brother, you cannot try to hide a Jezebel. Give me give me Proverbs 27 and verse 15. You trying to hide this Jezebel at home, but she's aging you. Everybody see it. But in your mind, you was that brother up front, mighty, strong. No, everybody sees it. Read that what you got.
Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
A continual dropping and a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike.
Read.
Whoso hideth her, hideth the wind.
It says you trying to hide this evil woman is like hiding the wind. Can you hide the wind? Like imagine the wind blow, you like, damn, let me try to hide it so nobody knows it's windy outside. That sounds absurd, don't it? That's the same thing as you trying to hide a Jezebel spirit. Everybody sees her. The whole congregation sees that your wife is the devil. And you trying to hide it. It's not possible. Y'all understand it? It's better off that you just expose her. You better off doing so. Now, get the next little article we got, and we're going to blow through this, because I only got, 30 minutes?
Manipulative behaviors.
No, hold on. Put it on the screen. Now, I put in ChatGPT, which I just found out ChatGPT is a feminist. I put in ChatGPT, show me characteristics of the Jezebel spirit. And you know what ChatGPT said? It said, the Jezebel spirit is what's that word? A stereotype. And it was created to hurt women and hurt their feelings. I said, ChatGPT is the damn devil. And then, I put in characteristics of Ahab. And it said, here they go. It ain't had no problem. It had no problem with the brother, with SH, the brother. But why is that feminist spirit? It's constantly out here. That's why we got to tear that thing down. Now, as one of the characteristics in the definition of a Jezebel was her manipulative nature in trying to control her husband. Read number 1. These are our manipulation tactics that a Jezebel spirit will use to try to sway and manipulate you into giving in to her way or breaking God's commandments. Read what you got.
Number 1, using intimacy as leverage.
This is the Jezebel's number 1 weapon. Because like Officer, as he stated, most times Jezebel is beautiful in nature. you know, most of the times, some of the times, all right? But she will try to use sex to control you. Is that something that we can do as godly people? I only heard the brother side. The sisters don't believe that. Is that something that we can do as the sons and daughters of the living God? Now I don't hear the brothers. What's going on here? Is that something that we can do as sons and daughters of the living God? So how do we know that? Give me MOV. What's Eleazar's son name? Kana. How do we know that you cannot use sex as a weapon to manipulate your husband?
The scripture I'm thinking about is not 1 Timothy 2 and 19, not asserting your authority over the man. So like you're trying to.
No, that's not it. Let's get. No, what's the brother behind Emmanuel's name? No, not Enoch. All right, well, yeah, let's hear from Enoch. Come on. Stand up. You married, right?
Yes, sir.
He sounded like he was confused about that. All right. Okay, so what scripture shows that men and or women cannot use sex as a weapon against their spouse?
I don't know, sir.
Oh God. Let's get Amika.
Shalom, leadership, Most High Christ bless.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
1 Corinthians 7 and 5.
That's it. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 7. But we're going to start at verse 3.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 3.
Write this down, brothers.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Due benevolence is the biblical term for knocking the boots. You know, read on.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
And likewise the wife unto the husband. Meaning, if you got the urge to have sex with your wife, she can't withhold it. If your wife got the urge to have sex with you, you cannot withhold sex. A lot of times people do that in their marriage because they try to get the ups on the person, or they try to use it as some type of disciplinary tactic. That is not going to do anything but hurt y'all marriage. Y'all understand that? Read on.
The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband hath not power over his own body, but the wife.
Why? Because y'all are one flesh. So the woman don't have power over her own body, neither do you. So y'all cannot withhold sex from each other. So as a godly woman, this is how, or rather, this is how you're able to identify that Jezebel spirit. Because a godly woman, a daughter of Sarah, will not do that. Will not try to withhold sex to punish or discipline her husband. This is how you know if you got a Jezebel at home. Go to that next one.
Emotional manipulation. Guilt trips. If you love me, you would. Playing up emotions to influence decisions.
So now, this is the sister right here who is the crying sister. She tried to guilt trip you into giving in and getting her way. Oh, why we gotta go to that school again? You know, I asked her, brother, where your wife been at? You know, and she said that it's because IUIC that because I don't take her nowhere, she don't want to go to the Sabbath. So she don't want to follow God's laws because you don't take her on dates. She's trying to guilt trip you. That is a Jezebel spirit. She's trying to manipulate you. Oh, our marriage is so terrible because you don't take me out. No, maybe it's because you don't close your mouth. Maybe because you are a Komodo dragon at home. Because I guarantee if you was the daughter of Sarah, and you was a pillar of rest, you was nice and kind, any one of these men would jump up to take their wife out. Right. They will want to spend time with you all the time. But instead, it's you. Nobody wants to be around you. That's why why don't none of the sisters want to call me? Why the officer wives never answer my call? Because you're a Komodo dragon. Right. Go to number 3.
Number 3, victim playing to gain sympathy. Exaggerating hurt feelings. Turning small issues into big drama.
This is the spirit of a Jezebel. She never able to take responsibility. Responsibility is not a word in her vocabulary. Instead, she's always playing the victim. Well, the reason I didn't have dinner done is because my sister called me. You better shut your black lips. And the kids was crying. And she always playing the victim. It's never her fault. It's never her fault why anything happened. Go to that in Isaiah 58, verse 9. Isaiah 58, verse 9.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, and verse 9.
Come on.
Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger, and speaking vanity.
So if you want to have a successful marriage, if you want to have a marriage that lasts the test of time, you have to be able to take accountability, to stop playing the blame game, to stop playing the victim, to remove that Jezebel spirit and stop trying to be a manipulator. Rick, come on, let's read through these. I only got a few more minutes. You know?
Number 4, silent treatment.
The silent treatment. How many of y'all brothers heard of the silent treatment? Y'all have heard of how many of y'all sisters have heard of the silent treatment? Oh, these sisters don't know what's going on. How many of y'all heard of the silent treatment? Right. So generally, the silent treatment is when most of the time the women use this to try to get their way. Give me that in Hebrews. That we brought this up last night. Give me that in Hebrews, Ira. About the communication. You know? Oh, yeah, sir. Yeah, 13, 16.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 16.
Come on.
But to do good and to communicate, forget not.
Now, this is Paul speaking to the church in Hebrews, but what a lot of brothers and sisters don't realize, your marriage represents the church. Your husband is Christ inside the house. And Paul is instructing that a key factor in the growth of the church is communication. So playing the silent treatment to try to get your way, you're not doing anything but hurting your marriage. Y'all understand that? All right. The sisters don't understand, but all right, they'll get it. Go to number 6. Come on.
Number 6, strategic timing. Asking for something when he's tired. Bringing up requests during intimate moments. Talking about money or favors right before sex.
Now, this is what a lot of women do who got that Jezebel spirit to try to manipulate you. Go to the next one.
Number 7, creating dependency. Pretending they can't handle basic tasks.
I feel like you skip one. You skip 5.
Are you telling me to go to 6?
Oh, okay, that's my fault. Go number 5.
Number 5, comparison pressure. Other husbands do this for their wife. My friends may...
Stop. This one is a big one right here. Oh, I seen such and such take his wife on a quest. Why you ain't take me? I seen such and such, they got a 2-car garage. Why we don't got that? Y'all live in an apartment, she talking about such and such that live in a house. That's comparison. That's her trying to manipulate you. That's that manipulative Jezebel spirit. Why? Because a lot of times, especially when you young in a marriage, y'all start off, y'all don't have much. A lot of times what you see from this side of the room is comparing somebody who's been married for 25, 30 years to your new marriage. You cannot have that spirit and have a successful marriage. You constantly comparing yourself up to other people's marriage. Because you ain't them and they ain't you. Everybody is different. Y'all understand? Sisters still don't understand, but come on. Number 7.
Number 7, creating dependency, pretending they can't handle basic tasks, making him feel needed or obligated, using helplessness as a tool.
Number 8.
Number 8, financial persuasion.
Wait, before we go, they're feeling helplessness. That's a lot of sisters where they act as if, what's the word? They act like they have an emotional breakdown. Oh, I just can't do it. I'm so tired, and I'm overwhelmed. To try to manipulate you to get what they want. Number 8.
Number 8, financial persuasion, emotional pressure to buy things, hiding purchases.
A lot of that's going on. She got a secret bank account. We've heard about these things. Come on.
Saving emotional rewards for when he spends.
All right. Number 9.
Drama as a weapon. Starting arguments to avoid responsibility. Wearing him down until he...
Stop. Starting arguments to avoid responsibilities. Some of y'all have unbelieving wives. And y'all have a good week. Everything's good, right? Then the Sabbath comes. It's time to leave for the Sabbath. And all of a sudden, she starts a random argument. What do you think she's doing that for? She's manipulating you because she doesn't want to be here. Right. She doesn't want to be here. So she's manipulating you, right? Read that number 9 again.
Starting arguments to avoid responsibility. Wearing him down until he gives in. Using chaos to control decisions.
To try to get what she wants. Using chaos to try to get what she wants. Constantly starting arguments. Who is you? What you gonna do, Negro? Do something then. That's her spirit. That Jezebel spirit. Number 10.
Isolating tactics. Turning him against certain friends/family.
Why you always going around the brothers? You know them brothers don't like you anyway. Why you still a soldier? Why they haven't made you no officer yet?
You know
why you lose your rank? I was disappointed in you.
Why you spend so much time
with the
at
brothers?
the school with the brothers?
Yeah, why you spend so much time at the school and not enough time with me?
You know when she waits to say this? After y'all had sex?
Yeah.
She waits till after that. And you start talking too. You start saying stuff like,
you know what? I should be an officer at 10. I don't know why I'm still a soldier. Why? That's you got that Ahab spirit. And she got a Jezebel spirit. Right? Now we're going to go into, did we finish that one out, 10? Now we're going to go into the characteristics of Ahab. Characteristics of Ahab. Now it's your brother's turn. This is the characteristics of Ahab. Take that down so we can read that.
Characteristics.
Goodness gracious.
Put it back on the screen.
Well, is Ithiel back there? Okay. Go ahead.
Characteristics of King Ahab, Jezebel's husband. Number 1, weak leadership.
Now, one characteristic of Ahab is weak leadership. Ahab was the king of Israel, and when you read about him, he constantly was caught being weak. As leaders, we can't be weak leaders at all. We cannot be emotional. Give me that 1 Kings, and we're going to read 18 and verse 1, I believe. No.
Chapter.
We're going to read 21 and verse 1.
1 Kings chapter 21 and verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard, which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying,
so the king Ahab went to Naboth about his vineyard. So he had a piece of property that the king wanted. It was close to his house, and he wanted that property, right? Read verse 2.
And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near to my house, and I will give it thee for a better vineyard than it. Or if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money.
So the king said, I'm going to give you a better piece of property if you give me that one. I like that piece of property because it's close to my house. I can be able to grow my garden of herbs right next to my house, right? Let's see what happened. Number 3.
And the boss said to Ahab, the Lord forbid it me, that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee.
He said, I can't do it because this is my father's property. I cannot sell my father's property. This is my father. This is my inheritance of my fathers. Read on.
And Ahab came into his house, heavy and displeased.
This dude is a weak man. The man told him, I can't sell you the property. He came in the house displeased and disheartened. Read.
Because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite has spoken to him. For he has said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down on his bed and turned away his face and would eat no bread.
This man wouldn't even eat because he was just so sad that he couldn't get this property. This is characteristics of a weak man. Pull that back up because we're going to finish reading, but I want to finish that out. Weak leadership. Read the bullet points. Read the whole thing.
Characteristics of King Ahab, Jezebel's husband. Number 1, weak leadership. Although he was a king, Ahab is portrayed as easily manipulated, especially by his wife Jezebel.
So he's easy to manipulate. We're going to show how. Read.
He allowed her to influence political and religious decisions. He often avoided responsibility and let others take control.
Now we're going to read on. Now go back to 1 Kings 21 and read what Jezebel did about the situation of the brother who didn't want to sell his property. Read verse 5.
1 Kings 21 and verse 5. But Jezebel, his wife, came to him and said to him, why is thy spirit so sad, that thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said to him, give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And I answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Jezebel his wife said to him, dost thou not govern the kingdom of Israel?
Ain't you the king? This what, you know what another word for this is called? This is called her putting a battery in his back. We've seen that time and time again, where you allow a woman to put a battery in your back to go do something to somebody or do actions. We see that in the hood all the time. You know what I'm saying? Where 2 brothers, one in the graveyard and one in jail because a woman put a battery in his back. Am I lying? This happens constantly. But a key part of weakness that Ahab showed is he allowed Jezebel to have power over the people. I'm going to show you. Finish that up.
Verse 7. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, dost thou not govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name, and sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters unto the elders, and to the nobles that were in the city, dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letters, saying, proclaim a fast, and set Naboth on high among the people.
So she had influence to be able to put decrees out to all the people because her husband was a weak man. Read on.
Verse 10. And set 2 men, sons of Belial, before him, to bear witness against him, saying, thou didst blaspheme God and the king, and then carry him out and stone him that he may die. And the men of the city, even the elders and the nobles who were inhabitants of his city, did as Jezebel had sent unto him.
Now they did it because she wrote this letter in the king's name. They did it thinking this is what the king wanted to do. That's why a lot of times when we hear brothers, they come in and they say certain things, we be like, is this you speaking or is this your wife speaking? Is this you? This is what you think or is this what your wife is saying? Because we can hear it. It's plain to spiritual men. Read on.
Did as Jezebel had sent unto them, and as is written in the letters which she had sent unto them. Verse 12. They proclaimed a fast and set Naboth on high among the people. And there came into 2 men, children of Belial, and sat before him. And the men of Belial witnessed against him, even against Naboth, in the presence of the people, saying, Naboth did blaspheme God and the king. Then they carried him forth out of the city, and stoned him with stones that he died.
So this man got put to death at the words of Jezebel because this king was too weak. And this king was mamby-pamby, and he allowed his wife to make decisions. Now, ultimately, what happened, you read down to verse... Now, we're going to get to that later. Let's go to number 2 on there.
Number 2. Easily influenced / controlled. Ahab consistently allowed Jezebel to lead him into wicked actions.
So he consistently allowed his wife to lead him. Whenever you got a household where the woman is the leader, understand you have a Jezebel and Ahab relationship. Read on.
She promoted Baal worship. She ordered killings of prophets.
So she got the prophets put to death. Jezebel's spirit hate the prophets of God. They hate them with a passion. Oh, the reason I don't want to go to IUIC no more is because of the officer. The officer said that I need to lose some weight. The officer said such and such. I need to be a better wife. They hate the prophets. They put them to death. Read on.
She arranged Naboth's murder so Ahab could take his vineyard. Ahab followed her plans instead of standing against them.
So he's this type of spirit is a man who got a weak spirit. He easily influenced. Jump down to 25 of 1 Kings 21 and 25.
1 Kings chapter 21 and verse 25.
Come on.
But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up.
God said it was no king like this man who allowed his wife to stir him up. We cannot be like this at all. Let's go to the next part. Number 3. The Ahab spirit. Come on.
Number 3, idolatrous. Ahab is criticized for turning Israel away from worshiping God. He built altars for Baal. He allowed pagan religions to flourish.
Read it again.
He allowed pagan religions to flourish. He tolerated and supported false prophets. Number 4.
No, read that one more time. I'm sorry.
He tolerated and supported false prophets.
Uh-huh.
Number 4.
Now go to Sirach 9 and verse 1. Because this is the spirit that don't mind compromising God's commandments. This is how a woman knows that her husband is weak. When you are able to compromise, what you do ultimately is you teach your wife an evil lesson.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
So when you decide to break God's commandments, and your wife see that you breaking God's commandments, you teaching her an evil lesson against yourself. When she see that you not serious about this, she gonna say, he's not serious. Why should I be serious? She gonna use that opportunity to control you. That's why a lot of y'all brothers, y'all go off and commit adultery, fornication, and y'all go off, and y'all wife see that. And she used that as a weapon to try to take over the household. Let's go back to the Ahab spirit.
Number 4, emotionally reactive. Ahab often acted immaturely. He soaked and pouted when he didn't get what he wanted.
Go to that in 1 Corinthians. What is that, 13? When I was a child? Verse 11. So the Ahab spirit is a childish spirit. A childish spirit.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
As men, we got to put away childish things. We can't have that childish spirit of you sitting at home playing video games. You sitting at home you sitting at home watching the Lions. You sitting at home watching sports and the NBA. Your wife don't take you serious because you're childish. She has a Jezebel spirit. She feel like she needs to control you because you have a Ahab childish spirit. You got to get that off of you. If you want to be a man of God, a soldier of the Lord, you can't have a childish spirit. Go to the next part. Immature spirit. You can't have that. Number 5.
Number 5. Politically strategic but morally compromised. Ahab was strong in political alliances but weak in moral character. Married Jezebel, a prince of Zidon, to reinforce political ties. Focus on power and wealth rather than righteousness.
So this type of brother is the brother who more worried about rank and position than the keeping of God's commandments. Go to Philippians chapter 2 and verse 3. This is the brother who every year am I going to get the test? Am I going to get the test? Meanwhile, he's smoking Black and Miles when nobody's watching. Meanwhile, he's doing a backdoor marriage. This is the Ahab spirit. Don't even show up for the Sabbath. Go to Philippians 2 verse 3.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 3.
This is the type of spirit that don't mind not keeping the Sabbath. He's only keeping the Sabbath because he think he gonna get some type of reward. I'm gonna be promoted. I'm gonna be over men. That's that politically strategic brother who always thinking of strategies to get ahead, get ahead, but morally compromised. Read it.
Philippians 2 and 3.
Let's
go. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind. Let each esteem others better than themselves.
So when we doing the works for the body, it's not to get a vain name. It's not for vanity and show. It's for us to raise up the 12 tribes in Israel and get out of captivity. But a lot of times we see is brothers doing things for promotion and not for the glory of God. Go to 1 Peter chapter 2. Chapter 2 and what I want. 21, I think. Let me look at it. 1 Peter 2. No, it won't. 2 Peter 2. 2 Peter 2 and verse 10.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 10. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness and despise government, presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities.
So they not afraid to speak. They doing things self-willed to push their own agenda. They walking vainly after their own mind. Read on.
Whereas angels, which are greater in power and mights, bring not rarely accusation against them, but before the Lord.
Come on.
But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
So ultimately, what's going to happen to that spirit that is searching for vain glory. Where do it say what it say? No, not add to the virtue. They want position and admiration, something like that. Jude. Advantage. That's what I was looking. Jude.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
Jude, verse 16. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouths speak great swelling words.
Great swelling words. So that's that brother who they always want to be heard. Listen to my breakdown. Listen to this. Listen to this. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they got a Jezebel, and they are murmurer and complainer. They morally compromise, but they move to have political strategy. They move in the body for political strategy while being moral compromise. Finish that out.
Having men's persons in admiration because of advantage.
That's what they looking for, advantage. They looking to be the head honcho. They want to have advantage. That's what they looking for. That's the spirit of Ahab. Those spirits usually get Jezebel spirits. When you got that type of spirit. Let's go back to the image. Verse 6.
Number 6, capable of repentance. This is often overlooked. Ahab did show moments of humility. After Elijah rebuked him, Ahab humbled himself and repented. Because of this, God delayed some of the judgments against his house. So he wasn't purely evil. He had moments where he tried to change.
So this, in those moments that you brothers trying to change, is now while you right now in the body. Your moment is to try to change is now. That's why in Titus 2, it says, give me that Titus 2 and 11. That moment for us to try to change your relationship or your marriage, that moment you try to change your characteristics is now. And a lot of times we see brothers, they showing repentance, but they allow the Jezebel spirit to drag them down. They won't fully commit to the Lord because they just can't give up give me a nice word. I went to the wrong person for nice words. give me a nice word. They can't give up the box. That's the nicest word I think of. The punani. They chasing punani instead of the kingdom of God. Read it.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 11.
Come on.
For the grace of God that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world.
All right, I got 5 minutes. So I'm going to skip the last. No, I'm going to actually read number 7. Let's read number 7. Because this is another characteristic of Ahab and a characteristic of Jezebel. Is number 7 is tragic end. If you brothers and sisters are not able, if you men, for one, are not being able to become mighty leaders in your household, you can't be a leader in the body, one. But ultimately, you're going to have a tragic end. If you sisters not able to humble down and get rid of your Jezebel spirit, ultimately, you're going to have a tragic end. And we're going to read about that tragic end because this is going to be a lot of y'all who not able to put that spirit away. Read number 7. We're going to read it all the way down, and then we're going to go back to 1 Kings.
Number 7, tragic end. Ahab's story ends with a prophecy of his death, a failed disguise in battle, a random arrow killing him, dogs licking up his blood, fulfilling prophecy.
So let's go back to 1 Kings 11, and we're going to read verse, 21? No, 1 Kings 21, excuse me. We're going to read verse 17.
1 Kings chapter 21, verse 17. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whether he is gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, hast thou killed and also taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, in the place where dogs lick the blood of Naboth, shall dogs lick thy blood, even thine. And Ahab said to Elijah, Hast thou found me, O mine enemy? And he answered, I have found thee.
So now, Jezebel has gotten in this brother's head so much that when he see Elijah the prophet, he said, have you found me, O thy enemy? Jezebel will trick you, who will shift your mind into looking at the prophets of God as your enemies. The people who trying to fix your marriage, the people who trying to help you, the people who there for you, in your mind now, you like, I hate them niggas. Ooh. They destroy my life. Like, you seen that video of the brother Wild left IUIC. Oh, man, they was making me, you know what I'm saying, run my household and, you know, be a man and stuff, man. That's what he said in the video. Man, they kept making me be a man, man. They'll make you hate the prophets. Like, read on.
O my enemy. And he answered, I have found thee, because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee. It will take away thy prosperity. thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel. And I will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha the son of Ahijah, from the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger, and made Israel to sin. And of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying.
Now of Jezebel also spake the Lord. Read. Now this is her ultimate judgment. Read. And we're going to read that too.
The dog shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel.
Call the address out and read again.
Verse 23. And of Jezebel also spake unto the Lord, saying, the dog shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel, and him that dieth of Ahab in the city, the dog shall eat, and him that dieth in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. Verse 25. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up.
Now we're going to read the judgment of Jezebel. 2 Kings 2:9, and we're going to read verse 30. We're going to read verse 30.
2 Kings 2.
2 Kings 9 and 30. So this is what happened to Jezebel. So Ahab got put to death, and a new king was arose named Jehu. And Jehu went about slaying all the prophetess of Baal. And listen what happened to Jezebel. Read what you got.
2 Kings chapter 9 and verse 30.
Come on. Let's
go. And when Jehu was come to Jezreel, Jezebel heard of it, and she painted her face and tied her head and looked out of the window.
The first thing she do was try to weaponize her beauty. She heard he was coming. She went painted her face, did her hair, and went out to try to meet him, right? But your beauty is not gonna be able to escape the judgments of God with your beauty, sister. You understand that? No, God don't care how cute you is. If you got that Jezebel spirit, you gonna be put to death. Right. Read on.
And as Jehu entered at the gate, she said, had Zimri peace, who slew his master? And
now, when he came to the gate, she got the quote in the Bible. She got the Jezebel know the Bible. She said, did Zimri have peace when he slew? That's a story that you read in 1 Kings and Chronicles about a king that rose up and killed his master. He got put to death. He was king for a day. He's Zimri. He got put to death. She got to talking to him. Did he have peace? Telling him basically, you gonna die for killing my husband. Read on.
Verse 32. And he lifted up his face to the window and said, who is on my side? And there looked up unto him 2 or 3 eunuchs.
So he looked up at the eunuchs and said, which one of y'all is on my side? Read.
And he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall.
They threw her out the building. Threw her out the building. From the top floor. You got to imagine this from the top floor. She threw her out the building. They couldn't wait, too, because they was right sick of her. He said, throw her down. She said, oh, I could. Oh, come here. They should have got Jazzy Jeff. She got Jazzy Jeff out the window. Read on.
And he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall and on the horses. And tried
so
her.
She got threw off. She got threw out the window. Went splat. And blood gushed everywhere. Read.
And tried her underfoot. And when he was come in, he did eat and drink.
And then it said the horses, he said, sprinkled on the wall and on the horses. So the blood, it hit the horses in the face. Like, right? Read on.
And when he was come in, he did eat and drink and said.
And then they partied after Jezebel got put to death.
Right.
They like, go get the drink, man. Go get the strong
Turn
drink.
up.
Jezebel is dead.
Yeah. The witch is dead. The
Ain't no
witch
brother
is
say,
dead.
yeah, bro. What the hell was that? Jezebel is dead. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, praises. Read
Dang,
on.
sisters ain't happy? That's Jezebel.
Oh, man. We supposed to hear say, yeah. They no, yeah. They wanted Jezebel to live. They think she was misunderstood. That just ain't get he just
was
her
just trying to
husband just
help.
didn't listen.
She was
She couldn't
trying to
explain
help.
They didn't listen to her.
They would have just heard her
Read
out.
them.
And when he was come in, he did eat and drink and said, go, see now this cursed woman and bury her.
So
For
he
she is
said, man, go get that cursed woman and bury her, man. You know, read.
For she is a king's daughter.
Uh-huh.
And they went to bury her, but they found no more of her than the skull and the feet.
All they found was her skull and her feet. Man, she probably still had her little red bottoms on. That's all you seen was the skull and the feet left. Read.
They found no more of her than the skull and the feet and the palms of her hands.
And they found the palm of her hand. Read.
Wherefore they came again and told him, he said, this is the word of the Lord, which he spake by his servant Elijah the Tishbite.
This is what Elijah said was going to happen to y'all because y'all hated him. Y'all hated the prophets that came to you in the name's Lord, and this is what they said was going to happen to y'all. Read.
Saying, in the portion of Jezreel shall dogs eat the flesh of Jezebel. And the carcass of Jezebel shall be as dung upon the face of the field, and the portion of Jezreel.
Dung mean doo-doo. So when you seen her carcass, you like, ugh. Step over that. Read.
So that they shall not say, this is Jezebel.
So her name was, she didn't even get a proper burial because she was so evil. She was evil against the men of God. She was manipulative, and she had a spirit that she wanted to dominate her husband. So what does that mean? I didn't even go into all the class. I just realized this class was super long. I had hella stuff, you know. But all praises to the Most High God. We gonna hit him with the Bishop Yahweh. We gonna do a part 2. We gonna do a part 2. All praise to the Most High God. I learned from my elders. You know, we gotta do a part 2. But with that being said, if you take anything away from this class, you sisters, you have to examine yourself now. Am I of the manipulative nature in the same nature of Jezebel? Because if you are, you gonna have a special judgment. I do gotta read one more scripture before we go. Give me Revelations, because somebody in their mind, that's the Old Testament. What about the New Testament? Give me that in Revelations.
There's a Christian somewhere in the crowd.
Yeah, it's somewhere. They still, if you got that Jezebel spirit, you still got that Christian spirit.
It's Christian
It's
all
still
through
inside
your
you. You just
spirit.
got fringes and border of blue.
Yes, Lord.
You know, that's why I seen some of them sisters making that angry face. But they just don't know my situation, though. You know, read that you got.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 18.
Come on.
And to the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things saith the Son of God, who have his eyes like unto a flame of fire, and his feet like fine brass. I know thy works, and charity, and service, and faith.
Brothers, what we will not be is the church of Thyatira.
Right. Word.
Y'all understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
The church of Thyatira was weak to the woman.
Right.
This will not be IUIC Detroit. That will not be our name. Y'all understand?
Yes, sir.
Read on.
I know thy works, and charity, and service, and faith, and thy patience, and thy works, and the last to be more than the first.
Read.
Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach, and to seduce my servants to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
Read.
And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not.
So
Behold,
this type of woman will not repent. So I'll just give y'all a worldly example or an actual example. Let's say you've been in the truth 9, 10 years, right? And your wife just decide, I'm not keeping the Sabbath no more. What should you do? Anybody? Nobody knows what to do? Let's get MOV.
I would say run it up to leadership first, get counsel.
Okay. And counsel about what?
About my wife not wanting to keep the Sabbath and see what my next step will be.
You don't know what your next step should be?
Well, not. Well, she's
okay, getting
unbelieving.
counsel is correct. But you should, when you get counsel, you be like, you come to counsel and say, I'm thinking about doing this and this because my wife is this. What do you think you should do? Get counsel.
Okay.
What can you do? You come in the truth. You've been here 3 years. Then you get married. Now y'all married another 7 years. So you got married in the truth. What can you do?
Now I can go to that scripture. I think it's in Corinthians. Talk about the unbelieving spouse.
No.
At that point. No.
Next. Michael.
So I'm gonna correct her. If I have to, what is it, Joshua 24:15, like reestablish the order, like what we gonna do in my house.
Okay, and she say, I don't care. I'm not going no more. I don't want to do that no more. Or she just don't say nothing. She just break down and just say, I'm not leaving.
Roll over on you.
Not going. Then what?
I don't know. That ain't gonna happen.
Zebedee, look, we ain't asked you what's going to happen. What you should do?
Hey, Shalom, it's your Most High Christ blessed. Sirach 26 and 26, cut her off, put her away. Excuse me, 25 and 26.
I don't like that either. I don't like that either. Because if you get married in truth, can you get divorced?
No.
Did I hear a sister say something? That's the first time I heard the sister speak the whole day.
Oh, yeah?
That's her. No.
That hit.
That's
No,
the first time they spoke.
Can't get rid of me.
On their own without me asking all day.
A man.
They knew that.
So
no,
a man can't get a divorce?
They can't divorce.
A man can't get a divorce at all?
Let me hear, who else? Nobody? All right. Let's get Ari.
Oh, praises. All right, so you would have to ask her some more questions. You would have to be like, so what? You don't believe? Confirm if she don't believe anymore. Then you get counsel. Hey, my wife don't believe no more. So what's my next step? How do I, you know what I'm saying, get away from that? Get out of that situation.
Take his mic.
We're asking you all the next step.
We asking you. Of course you get counsel. But what counsel to do what? Obadiah. You just came in. You've been sitting there for 2 hours straight.
No,
now he just came in.
Yeah, I left out, just came in.
Okay, you've been married for 8 years in the truth.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
This is just a scenario.
Yeah.
It's not about you. So you got married in the truth. Y'all been married for 8 years. Your wife decides she don't want to keep the Sabbath no more. She don't blatantly say it, but she just stopped coming to the Sabbath. What can you do?
The only thing you can do at this point is to separate until she get her mind right. You know what I'm saying?
Give me that 1 Corinthians 7. Goodness gracious. Brothers didn't know that?
I didn't know I could do that.
Now, I don't want y'all to put this part on the video, but this is what y'all brothers got to keep in mind, right? Once you get married in this truth, y'all been keeping the commandments. Ain't no divorce. Y'all understand that, right? Now, when you go into the unbelieving spouse, that is for people who coming into the truth. Y'all understand? So these people who came into the truth married, or they coming into the truth, and one decide they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's the unbelieving. Y'all understand that, right? But what you can do, 1 Corinthians 7. What, 15? Or no, what I want?
Verse 11.
I ain't looking at it. Read what I want.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 11. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife.
So we say, let not the husband put away his wife. Read.
But to the rest speak I, not the
Read
Lord.
the whole thing. Did you start at the right spot?
Yeah, that was verse 11.
Read verse 12. Let me hear it.
Verse 12. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman which have an husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
Mm-hmm.
For the unbelieving wife is sanctified, excuse me, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean.
Where you at? What did you read?
Go on 10 and 11. Get 10 and 11.
Verse 10. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
So it says, let not the wife depart from her husband. You can, once y'all get married, y'all lock in this truth, ain't no divorce. Read.
But and if she depart.
But if y'all gotta depart, meaning separate, read.
Let her remain unmarried.
Ain't no getting married again. Y'all understand that, right? Read.
Or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife.
So the husband can't just up and say, I'm divorcing her because she's out the spirit. Right? That's why we tell y'all proving is a serious matter. You want to make sure the person that you proving is sincerely devoted to this truth. Right? Read on.
Verse 12. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away.
Uh-huh.
And the woman which have a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him.
But the point is, you cannot get rid of her, but you can separate. Y'all understand that, right? And when y'all, because this is a key part that I want to, and I'm going to give it to you. This is a key part. And once you separate, do that mean y'all having sex? No, that don't mean y'all having sex. Give me that in, what is that? 1 Samuel's, when David came back with the ark. Or 2 Samuel's. 2 Samuel's. Because some of y'all brothers so hard up that y'all just can't. If a sister don't want to keep the commandments, I'm gonna give you keep it straight. If my wife decides she don't want to keep the commandments, all right, what's the word? Vamonos. I'm out of here. Or you out of here. Because you can't stay here. You know, we cannot, the scriptures say, can two walk together lest they be agreed? We can't be unevenly yoked at all. You can't. That's not a thing that can happen. But you can separate. And I will be fine. I will go to my grave and never have sex again. Than to be trapped with a wicked woman who don't want to keep God's laws. Y'all understand that? Yeah. You can't be moved by sex and moved by vagina, brothers. Y'all understand that? If she don't want to keep God's laws, she don't want to obey, she want to have a Jezebel spirit, you got to be in the spirit of David. Listen to this. Read what you got.
2 Samuel chapter 6 and verse 21.
Come on.
And David said unto Michal, it was before the Lord who chose me before thy father.
Read the whole story, because we got to hear what she said to him. Yep, this is the last scripture too.
Verse
12.
20.
Is it 20? I ain't looking at it.
Verse 20. Then David returned to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today.
So he came back to bless his household. He came back to give her a blessing. He was ecstatic about bringing the Ark of the Covenant back. He came home to see his wife. And listen to what came out of her mouth. This is some of y'all brothers. Y'all come home from the Sabbath. Yeah. Y'all amped and hyped. And she just say something evil to you. Read it.
How glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants. As one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself.
A vain fellow, you call him a nigga. You just a nigga. Like that's a vain fellow. That's what the verb vain mean, nothing. You like one of those vain fellows, them bum niggas. That's basically what she said. Read on.
Verse 21. And David said to Michal, it was before the Lord who chose me before thy father and before all his house to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord.
The Lord put me over you and your daddy. Right. Read on.
Over Israel. Therefore will I play before the Lord.
I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do. Right. Read.
And I will yet be more vile than thus.
I'm gonna do you worse than you thought you was gonna do me. Read.
And I will be base in mine own sight.
What I'm about to do, when I look back on this, I'm gonna be like, dang. Read.
And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor.
Them same women that you was talking about, they gonna show me honor. I was gonna go deep into that, but I ain't have time. But I did want to get this last part out, right? Read on.
Therefore, Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death.
So what that mean? He didn't deal with her no more. Separated from her, put her aside. Y'all gotta have the testicular fortitude. Y'all gotta have the balls to put this down in your household. You don't want to obey? Okay, bye. Right. I will be by myself. It will be me and the Lord for the rest of my days. You know? And then when it's time for the Lord return, there will be women to honor
Palaces.
me. There will be women to honor me from separating from your Jezebel ass. So with that being said, we're going to get ready for Bishop class. I went way over. All praise to the Most High God. All praises. Shalom.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.